Of the future, like T-shirts for the 1996 Olympics, which Athens is bidding for. Hungary's hopes for the Olympics is Henrietta Anodi. We asked her about her fame.
I'm very happy that I'm liked so much in my country. It's a great honor. It's never been difficult to handle the attention.
Currently second in the all-around, here she is on the floor.
And the interesting thing about her floor exercise is most gymnasts, first of all, have 3 runs. She has 4. 4 different tumbling passes. She's so light on her feet. Whip over. Pull in, double back, a little bit step back there. That could cost her a couple of tenths. This should be a triple twist. Oh. She really gets all the way around before she lands. Her third of 4 tumbling runs, and it's a combination tumbling run. A pull and double back. As we've mentioned before, they usually start their routines with that, and she ends with it. Anodi seems to stall her triple twist in midair, although we've seen this done before. Very few finish it all the way around.
Score a 9.912 for Anodi. On vault, this is Svetlana Boginskaya, her best event. She's currently first in the all-around, slightly ahead of Anodi.
And she performs a Yurchenko full twist, and if she lands this without stepping, she'll be hard to beat. She really can soar. Good position in the air, a perfect landing.
Might be the first 10 of the meet, Kathy.
Very well could be. A textbook vault. Her power is so reminiscent of Mary Lou Retton, and the height she gets is really exaggerated by her long body. Of course, her form is impeccable.
Textbook it was, and it's a 10. The only one of the meet so far. That, of course, will keep Boginskaya locked in first place. Anodi second. Kalinina moves ahead of Bontas into third.
For about $2 million, you can get a lawnmower built like a John Deere. Or for $1 million, one that handles like a deer. Or one as powerful for around $100,000. Or some things that trim like a deer for about $8,000. But why would you do that when for less than $2,000 you can get a genuine John Deere? The John Deere STX. Nothing.
Village Golf Club outside of Columbus in Dublin, Ohio, and third round play was suspended earlier for about an hour and a half. This is how it stands right now, and we want to remind you we'll be back with final round coverage tomorrow at 3 Eastern time. Now back to more Wide World.
Bart Connor and Kathy Rigby-McCoy back here in Athens in the 4th and final rotation. Currently second in the all-around, this is Henrietta Anodi on the vault. Her first vault scored a 9.85. This will be her second. Of course, in the all-around, they take the best of the 2 scores, and she'll need a higher second vault score if she hopes to stay ahead of Kalinina.
She does a Yurchenko full twist. Little hop there on the landing. Could cost her a 10th. Anodi's vault is really done very well. Perhaps the only difference between Boginskaya and Anodi is the slight hop on the landing.
And a little better score, 9.862. On the uneven bars now, in her final performance of the day, this is Natalia Kalinina. She needs a 9.9 to move in front of Anodi.
She has a great deal of flair and extension. Straddle over, keep to the high bar. Look at that straight body in the air. Beautiful pirouette right on top of the bar. There's her release move. Straddles up.
She's very precise in every position.
Absolutely. Straight body, another release move. Does not give away form breaks at all. Full in, double back, little step there on the ending.
That little step, perhaps the only deduction in that exercise. Over on the balance beam, Christina Bontas anxiously awaits her last performance. Kalinina's score is a 9.9, exactly what she needed to move her ahead of Onodi. Romania's Bontas needs a 9.95 to move ahead of Kalinina.
And we've mentioned how difficult it is to start the competition on the balance beam, but to end with this much pressure is really, really tough. Hopefully she can maintain that mental toughness. Oh, big break, slip of the foot. Very disappointing when you're landing from a tumbling move on that 4-inch apparatus. It is so easy to have little slips like that. That's something that you just can't help sometimes. Shaking her up a little bit on that scissor leap.
Of course, the fall cost her a half a point, and that'll completely knock her out of the all-around contention.
As we've mentioned time and time again, this apparatus is so tough to be perfect all the time and to stay consistent. Her dismount, back handspring, double tuck. Very disappointing for Bontas. This is such a freak accident. Her first foot was right on, and her second foot just slipped off. She tried to fight it, but she just couldn't stay on.
And with that break, a disappointing score of 9.425. Svetlana Boginskaya is an icy cool competitor. Her teammate, Tatiana Groshkova, whom we saw earlier, sees her differently.
I like her because once when I had a problem in a competition and started to cry, she came over and helped me put myself together so I could perform in the other events.
There's no question that she's had a tremendous impact on the younger gymnasts, but for now she'll need a solid routine here to win the title. She's had trouble with this bar routine in practice.
But she has also put on her game face and been very steady throughout the competition. She's gotten a little bit taller, it seems, and it's really much more difficult to keep up with the younger athletes, especially because they are so small. She's 5'4", but look how smooth she is.
And that long body line certainly is very impressive. Kathy, there's your winner.
Boginskaya really shows her experience on this dismount. She pulls her high pike double all the way around and plants those feet as if they were glued to the floor.
With a smile that we rarely see and a score of 9.975, Svetlana Boginskaya wins her second consecutive European Championship. She's followed by Kalinina, then Onodi is third, Bontas dropped to 7th, and Groshkova placed 10th. The young gymnast arrived in Athens searching for glory. But once again, it was Svetlana Boginskaya who came closest to perfection. For Kathy Rigby-McCoy, I'm Bart Connor. Thanks for joining us in Athens.
Now, before